It's China Disease Watch.
Yes. Okay. This is kind of a new segment. Every time there's a new COVID-19 type thing happening in China, a big virus that's spreading, we're going to keep an eye on it. Okay. And right now it's the chikungunya virus.
Chikungunya.
Yep.
You tiptoe around that word.
Well, I mean, it's a strange
sounding... It's a tiptoeable word.
It's a tiptoeable word. Anyway, the chikungunya virus has been ravaging southern China, but it's the things they've been doing to try and stop it.
Crazy.
Now, last week we showed you some of the grill vent things. The sewer grills they were doing, right?
Yeah, well, we'll look at that again because it's, we have a follow-up.
Yeah, a massive follow-up.
Interesting. 这里面有多少个那个蚊子？这里面大概有15000只左右。This is interesting. Yeah, see how they're moving around. I'm about to release onto the world 15,000 mosquitoes. All right, shall we go? Yeah, let's do it.
What are you doing?
It worked.
I knew you were a CIA agent. I knew it. You sick man.
Sometimes
that's biological warfare.
Sometimes it takes a long time, a lot of planning to pull something off correctly.
Oh
but
my
I'm just joking,
gosh.
obviously.
Can you explain what that was?
Yeah. So
before we get into actually what's happening,
the last documentary I did in China was something called Stay Awesome China. You can actually watch it for free on the Serpent ZA channel. It's the channel ads, so if you go there, you'll see it.
Cool.
I met a scientist in Guangdong, very close to where all this is happening, and they were doing this this testing where they would purposefully sterilize mosquitoes. Because what happens is mosquitoes breed once and they die type thing.
Yeah.
And they would make these mutant mosquitoes and then go and release them in the wild so that healthy mosquitoes would mate with the mutated mosquitoes and then basically not have offspring.
Yes.
So kill off the local population of mosquitoes was the idea.
Yeah.
So I got to tour their factory and see where the mosquitoes, it's like a mosquito farm.
Sure.
See them making the mosquitoes, how they do it. And then I went to go help them release these mutant mosquitoes.
So actually what you did was help to prevent a situation that they're dealing with right now.
Yes.
So you're being good. You're a good boy.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously. Yeah. And it was quite fascinating. In fact, the whole documentary was fascinating, so please check it out.
Yeah.
It's free, and I don't make any money off of it because it's age restricted.
Okay, so jokes aside, China is dealing with the chikungunya virus.
These are people lining up to get their blood tests done. Okay.
It's getting out of control, by the way.
Yeah, now this is the part that really gets to me, is the Chinese government in all its wisdom has decided if we're going to stop mosquitoes, we have to destroy green plants.
Yes.
So they've been going around chopping down trees, okay? If there's a tree, look, they've cut down all these trees.
They're like, we got to get rid of mosquitoes, get rid of all plants.
Yes. If you've got a pot plant, they're destroying it.
Potted plant, yeah.
Yeah, it's a pot plant.
No, so we say potted plant.
Okay, yeah, I guess
pot plant means something else here.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you got one of those, you're going to jail.
Yes, yeah. Right.
But if you've got a potted plant or pot plant, and usually people have them up on the roof of their place, so they're going up on the roofs and they're, trashing them all. They're destroying people's pot plants. Come on, I mean, it's so ridiculous. Because I think this is where the mosquitoes are hiding, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh no, mosquitoes are hiding in the potted plants.
So mosquitoes do hide in plants. The issue is the vast majority of them are coming from stagnant water.
Yes.
The vast majority. So you got to get rid of stagnant water.
Correct.
Not potted plants.
No, and I mean, here's the problem that I find with this logic. See, next to the water, they're cutting down all of the vegetation now.
So I talked to somebody in science, in ecology. They said this is the stupidest thing they've ever seen in their life. You know why?
Why?
Well, the predators are
exactly.
getting moved.
That's what was my initial thought is, okay, you got spiders, right?
Yes,
and they have to create their webs.
Yes.
They create their webs in those plants.
Yeah.
And then the mosquitoes fly and get eaten.
And the birds and the bats and everything in there.
Everything that eats mosquitoes is now being chased away.
Yes.
They cut down this 100-year-old tree or whatever over here. It's stupid what they do. They have no concept. This person's garden, as you can see over there, their private garden, they're growing vegetables. They put concrete over it.
This is not a concept problem. This is not, let me correct you.
Okay.
This is not Chinese people being silly. This is a government that says, this is how we deal with an issue. It's a bunch of uneducated CCP officials swilling baijiu, smoking cigarettes with zero education because Mao got rid of the educated people. The educated people that are left that work in science are not making political decisions.
That's right.
That's the problem.
Because how moronic do you have to be to think that to get rid of mosquitoes, you pour concrete over a garden?
As moronic as a CCP official with a pot belly and a cigarette.
Exactly.
That's how. And brown teeth.
Guys, cutting down all the trees, destroying all the vegetation, blowing poison into every corner that you can see, like basic insecticide, is not going to fix your problem. And here's where it gets even stupider, right? Remember they did the whole drain thing?
Yeah.
Okay, we showed you last week.
On grates. We called this. We said, follow up with this next week. This is going to be a disaster.
Yeah. So they put the mesh on all the grates going to the sewers and drainage in the cities.
Broke into people's houses to get rid of water.
Yes, they would go with locksmiths if you weren't at your house, and they would go into your apartment and destroy your pot plants and get rid of your vases.
No, I just want to say
Set vases to stun.
Nob Adi just joined patron. Just wanted to shout out.
Oh,
thank you so much.
Thank you. That's awesome. Absolute nonsense. So they're putting all this fine mesh grill under every single thing. Look what happened.
What a freaking
This is August
surprise.
18th.
Guangdong, China flooding causing massive mosquito outbreak because Chinese government called for mesh to be installed on grates. Pause this for 2 seconds.
Yes.
I have to explain this.
Yes.
Okay, yes, it caused flooding. It caused people's cars wash down the road. It caused people to miss work. It causes massive infrastructure disaster.
Yes.
Not only that, it made the stagnant water conditions for the mosquitoes with chikungunya virus to reproduce en masse now.
It gave them the best breeding ground ever. They're like,
CCP, Gongchandang, you are incredible. You are the best.
You are a moron.
The stupidest government I've ever seen in my life.
They are so dumb.
I can't believe people look up to this system.
I know.
You want to live in a system like this?
Yeah, because, okay, look, this is one grate. Now, by the way, you're wondering what that red thing is. What they were doing is every grill that they put the mesh underneath, they would either spray paint red or tie a little red piece of plastic ribbon to it, okay? All right, so you can see they've done that one. Look at that lovely, like, breeding ground for mosquitoes now, because that's not going to drain away.
No.
Okay? Here's another one. You can see they've also got that red thing. This is a completely different one. But looking at this, does that not look to you like the perfect breeding ground for mosquitoes?
It doesn't look like it. It is.
Yeah.
It just is.
It's just stagnant water now.
And guess what? Cases have skyrocketed.
Yes.
They can't even. You'll see. We got leaked footage of an internal government meeting.
Yeah.
Telling people later to not treat patients.
Yes. Look at this. It goes around the corner. So now you've created this entire, like, I don't know, this whole area, this whole neighborhood is like a breeding ground now.
Yes.
You've got the sort of security guards and police out here trying to poke holes in the mesh now to try and make the water go down. You know?
It really reminds me so unbelievably closely to Chairman Mao's campaigns.
Sparrows,
all of his campaigns.
Yeah.
Where you say, I have an idea, and you tell a billion people to do it.
Yeah.
And you destroy everything.
Exactly. Now, this is down in a parking lot, underground parking lot. And now the water can't drain from here either. You can see the e-bike just went through that massive puddle. Yeah. Another perfect place to breed for mosquitoes. Stupid idiots.
You've created the most perfect conditions.
Yes.
So there are some articles real quick. We don't have to read these. We got too much material to cover. But basically, people were like, guys, this is causing the problem. You flooded our city, and you've now caused clouds of motorcycles, of mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes, yes. That would be cool.
Clouds of
motorcycles. Yeah.
Clouds of mosquitoes, which, of course, like I said, cases are through the roof now.
Yes.
They've literally made it maybe hundreds of times worse.
And they made the flooding worse.
Yes.
So they're destroying everyone's property.
People died too.
Yeah, and on top of that, now they're just creating more mosquitoes.
Yes.
Stupid morons. Anyone who thinks China's got a plan needs to shut the hell up and look at stuff like this to see that they don't have a plan.
I think this is almost criminally underreported in the West, because they'll do like, what is chikungunya virus? Is it going to affect you? It's all the stuff that selfishly people care about.
Yeah.
When we should be looking at China for a couple reasons.
Yeah.
Number one, worry about the Chinese people that are the subjects, literal test subjects of an authoritarian dictatorship. Mm-hmm. Number two is to learn from this system doesn't work.
Yes.
It yields results, and the results are bad.
Yeah.
When you have one guy, one absolute regard, making decisions for everybody.
Doesn't work.
And he has no clue what's going on and does not consult scientists or ecologists. What do you think's going to happen?
Yes. You're going to end up with somebody thinking that drinking bleach is better than taking a medicine, you know?
You do end up with that.
Anyway,
you
yes.
do end up with that.
I like the fact that drivers of flooded vehicles denounced the drainage system as rubbish, and some described it as the worst flooding in Foshan's urban areas ever. And that makes sense because they've never had this fine mesh crap underneath all the grills before.
Well, why would they?
Yeah.
What the heck?
Because only a stupid idiot would do that. And another thing netizens have noticed is, sure, they're going around destroying green plants and stuff, but why aren't they getting rid of the stagnant water at the top of the roofs?
I love the shot because without your explanation, you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
They got rid of the top part. They haven't touched the ones down there yet.
Yes,
they got rid of the roof's plants, right?
Yes. Uh-huh.
But they left the pools of stagnant water.
Yeah, you can see where they've been smashing and getting rid of all the plants up there, but they leave all the stagnant water on the top of the roofs, which is really where the mosquitoes are breeding. I mean, if they cared, they would go fix the drainage up there or like suck it out with like a pump, a drainage pump or something. But no, they leave it all there.
And this is just like Chairman Mao's campaign. I don't know if you just play it.
Yeah, I wanted us to read what it says, these subtitles.
Go ahead.
Mao strives for no less than a new world order. You do that transatlantic better than me. Why did you do it?
Take us out of here, sir.
Okay, all right.
Mao strives for no less than a new world order. In 1957, he orders a campaign against sparrows, allegedly eating too much cereals. Hundreds of thousands of Chinese keep drumming for hours, terrifying the sensitive birds and keeping them in the air. So, they finally die due to exhaustion. The bizarre logic. Millions of dead sparrows. Saving tons of cereals for the people. Those are the Lucky Charms.
Yeah.
Finally, about 2 billion of sparrows were killed. And as a consequence, insects and vermin proliferate rapidly. Mao recognizes his mistake and gives a new order. Take the sparrows off the list and put cockroaches instead on. Therefore, China has to import sparrows from Soviet Russia to fight the plague of vermin.
Yeah.
Is that not the same thing?
It's the same thing.
Dude! So, you know what? That sounds silly.
Yeah.
That one campaign caused tens of millions of deaths.
Yes. Because now all the vermin and stuff ate all the grain, like the rats and the whatever, everything else came along and destroyed everything because he killed all the sparrows. What a dumb thing to do. And caused so many millions of people to die from starvation.
You know how we always say, and I think it's so key to remind people, it's the same government.
It's the same government that did this is now cutting down all the trees and putting fine mesh grill under the drainage ditches so that it all floods and mosquitoes breed more. Because they don't know what they're doing. China is not a government that plans ahead. It's a reactionary government, the Chinese government.
Yeah.
They have never planned ahead properly. They're like, let's just do this. Like, they'll wait around and it's like, yeah, everything's cool. They know there's problems happening, but they'll wait for the dam to break and flood everyone out. Then they're like, now it's time for us to go inspect our dams.
Or.
And then they actually don't do it.
Yes.
You know.
Or they go, I got an idea.
Yeah.
We have no slaves for our labor force, for our communist labor force. Let's grow babies and robots.
Exactly.
Like, this is the kind of stuff we're dealing with here.
It's always reactionary.
Yes.
Every single thing they do is a reaction to their own stupid mistakes.
There's no plan.
No.
I hate when people say China has a plan.
They have no plan. Planless nation.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Anyway, so that was a disaster, and now we're seeing some kind of a similar thing happen right now. And we saw a similar thing with COVID, let's be honest.
We did.
Where let's just lock everyone up.
Yeah.
You know?
Then they can't complain.
Yes, let's just lock them up so it doesn't spread.
Yeah.
Did that work out?
Let's weld them into their homes. They
Yes.
welded people in their homes and they starved to death.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's just do that and kill their pets. You know?
Years ago.
Yeah. Not that long ago, guys. Everyone seems to have forgotten, though.
Apparently.
Yeah. Anyway.
This is scary.
Yes. Okay.
This is a leaked video in Huangpi district in Wuhan. Yeah, you don't need to hear it.
Yeah.
To prevent the chikungunya fever and the dengue fever, the sub-district office required all small clinics in the area to refuse treatment to patients with fever, joint pain, and rashes. The phrase "no treatment" is reminiscent of the Wuhan COVID situation. Mild cases flooding large hospitals, sharply increasing the risk of cross-infection. Local governments don't want to report local cases. There's something missing here, detail. They basically want everyone to go to the major hospitals hospitals. That's why they're saying don't treat them at a local level, send them to the major hospital. You're basically kicking the responsibility away so they don't have to report local cases. Because the government will literally punish you. This is why you don't want to live in a top-down dictatorship like China. The government at a top level will punish you for being truthful.
Correct.
So if you said, oh, we have 10,000 cases, they go, well, you didn't do a good enough job to stop it.
Yes.
You didn't smash enough. You didn't put enough mesh on your
exactly.
grates.
You didn't smash enough potted plants.
Right, and so they lie about it.
You didn't cut down all the trees on the boulevard.
Exactly. So they go, don't report like it's a local level. Send all your patients to the major hospitals.
It's so stupid because now they overcrowd the big hospitals, the main hospitals. Yeah. But they want that. They want a central point from which they can control everyone. So they could make sure everyone ends up in the same place, and then they can quarantine them, ship them off to concentration camps or whatever they want to do. Yeah, they did that during COVID. But it's just a horrible situation, and they overburden the main hospital where these people could be treated in their own local areas, but they don't want that.
Yeah.
Like you said, because then that means they would have to report cases.
Correct.
Yeah.
This is damning stuff.
Yeah.
This is damning stuff.
This is a leaked video from one of their,
I mean, the people that took the video are obviously like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, exactly.
Because, again, people aren't stupid. There are scientists and experts and stuff and workers that are like, this is wrong.
Yes.
Right.
Nothing wrong with the Chinese people. It's the government.
Yeah, they have to submit to this chaos.
Absolutely.
I remember you left my spirit. With you high is all I'm feeling.
We have discovered that there was a microclimate of music that was only happening in Hong Kong. It's basically a sad anthem for Chinese people about getting rejected.
And this is actually one of the first songs I ever learned to sing.
Mine too. I love this.
It's a fan. Nobody would have a TV in their home. I'm just saying, there's so many cool birds.
These pigeons are so Chinese. It's Chinese culture, homing pigeons.